I'm Charlie Thrashington, and this is another installment of Charlie Talks. First thing first, don't be a thirst. A lot of traps out here, fellas. Stay sharp like a Subway mugger's box cutter. And it's very sharp nowadays. Don't get caught up trying to have a hot boy summer that you end up having a fuckboy summer. Now you're sitting at home waiting for Bay to come back from her professional gig where she works hard while you just sit home playing 2K all day in your drawers. You say you're in a band and you guys are gonna blow up, but the only thing blowing up is Bay when she figures out you're not worth nothing but an empty Metro card. Stop hanging out in Williamsburg with your artsy-fartsy friends, drinking your IPA beers, and get a real job, brother. That was just a public service announcement. Now let's start the show. As violence continues to plague our nation, President Joe Biden, aka Joe Bids, recently announced a plan for the federal government to get ghost guns off the street and into the hands of more qualified shooters like the city police, who don't really need ghost guns to pop shots in your body like a COVID vaccine. Ghost guns are firearms that have no serial number and have been taking over the streets like the vigilante bikers who deliver your Grubhub lunch every day. There's no way I'm risking my life on a bike for someone's Checkers value meal order valuing at $4.99. These guns are responsible for the many murders happening this year, and President Biden has called for regulations to attack this problem head on. 3D printing has allowed people not only to make copies of more common uses such as resumes and important documents, but now it can also help create guns. Do you copy? Instead of making origami crafts with your homies in the trap, you rather watch how to build a banger to slide up on your ops when you get the drop. You can literally have partial pieces of a firearm sent to your home, like when you order that 2-day trash Amazon Essentials lingerie, so your lady can finally give you that prime cutty, although she's been throwing me more vibes than a hip-hop magazine. You know the vibes. Most of the problem weighs on gun manufacturers around the nation selling pre-made guns, leaving consumers just a few steps away from getting them hammers hamming and those blammers blamming, Dipset. So what you're telling me is that any simple-minded baboon can just go up to YouTube and watch a quick tutorial on how to build a firearm and then go out shooting it up with no regard. President Joe Biden should sign a whoop your ass bill where if the community catches you using ghost guns to harm a member of the neighborhood, some of the real OGs, them rough, rugged, and raw brothers can beat the brakes off you like a car with no brakes, which is a Left Rack City Corona Queen special. Ghost guns have been responsible for many deaths to our youth, which is a huge problem. Whether you want to blame the music, drugs, or just poor parenting, our kids bear the biggest burden. Where did some of you learn how to parent? Inside the box of a Cracker Jacks? It is our duty to fix the issue, but what do? Well, we must act. Many communities have established initiatives to stop the violence. In the South Bronx, SOS Save Our Streets have been on the front lines ending a senseless violence in the neighborhood. Their constant efforts may be responsible for many lives saved. Salute. While some say it's a sign of the times, whoever some say is full of it. A sign of the times refers to change in culture, not change in man's respect for another. You need to respect life, respect death, and also respect the IRS, or your ass is grass. Shout out to Wesley Snipes. Although white man still can't jump, he sure can hate a sister in her bag. As Ketanji Brown Jackson was officially nominated as Supreme Court Justice, the first African American woman to do so in history. That's ever. Such a great moment. But some Republican members of Congress got the walking out of chambers quicker than oxtails go off the menu on Friday at a Jamaican spot. And that's quick. Even the rice and peas. Why did they get the light feed going, get the light? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen a group of white men leave that quick since CNBC ran a marathon for the Catch a Predator Creepy Caucasians compilation. Now that's just good TV. You see, racism in this country is like an older coworker of yours at a dead-end job with hella seniority. As much as the job constantly tries to push him out because he's getting top pay and do minimum work, good old Harold ain't having it. Racism, similar to Harold, ain't going out without a fight. He said so over his dead body, is what he said. Most of the time, the government acts almost as a racist union representative, giving these racist Harolds a voice. But I got one thing to say about that. Nah. You see, we ain't having it F your laws in your congressional cabinets, because Charlie Thrash ain't jacking it. Y'all playing averages. We just not hearing y'all played out lies anymore. Y'all calling capping it. The hate is real. The love is optional. We heard a love of obstacles. We did the impossible, then did it twice. Get it right. Shout out to Hov. The nation's capital is now Ketanji Brown's town, so bow down to a justice that's greater than you, because you must be kin to Stephen A. Smith, because you surely got hater in you. The NBA playoffs are underway, but I can't seem to find LeBron James. Tell me, have you seen him? The GOAT got gone. Brother went ghost like Tyreek's daddy, but he ain't dead, and surely he don't have power. In his defense, this season, his Laker teammates played like a group of iron-deficient preemies, while the King was an MVP candidate. 17th season, Mans went crazy, averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists at the tender age of 47. Shaq of NBA on TNT made a comment this week that nobody in the league ever feared LeBron. Well, Shaq, I respect you as a legend, a Hall of Famer, and arguably one of the best big men to ever lace him up. But I have 2 words for you, brother. You wildin'. Maybe you've been taste testing icy hot flavored Papa John's pizzas you guys been trying to roll out, but brother, you got it all wrong like an ESL student trying to spell Connecticut. That's very hard. LeBron is still a force to be reckoned with, so pump your brakes, Shaq, and please use your general insurance. If anyone was scared, Shaq than a fool, it was the 04 Pistons who put the beats on you guys like a fancy salad. Ben Wallace, who became your stepdaddy, and Chauncey Billups, who also had custody, took the chip from you and Kobe like a 3rd grade bully that's hungry with anger issues. He might have issues when he grow older. Trauma. Maybe you need 5 more guys on the court with you. You own a lot of property. What you don't own is that 5th ring. Respectfully. Hope you guys enjoyed the playoffs because I'm going to be enjoying it. I will be addressing the NBA's Fashion Fails Playoff Edition on an upcoming episode of Charlie Talks. Until then, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our Love For channel. Also look for our other content that's coming out. We got a lot cooking, good looking. As always, love, peace, and keep it greasy.